Fourth grade lesson 9.4 is relating fractions, decimals, and money. Now that we're familiar with the tenths place dimes and the hundredths place pennies, we can connect that all to money that you use all the time, how that's a fraction of a dollar, those coins are fractions of a dollar, or a decimal version of the dollar. Our essential question is, how can you relate fractions, decimals, and money? We'll unlock the problem. Together, Julie and Sarah have $1 in quarters. They want to share the quarters equally. How many quarters should each girl get, and how much money is this? So remember, $1 is 100 pennies, 100 cents. We'll say pennies there too. 1 quarter is 25 cents. 1 dime is 10 cents. And 1 penny is 1 cent. We'll put 100 pennies here just to make sure that's clear. It takes 100 cents or 100 pennies to make a dollar. It takes 4 quarters, 25 cents each, to make a dollar. It takes 10 dimes that are 10 cents each, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, to make 100 cents or a dollar. And 1 penny is 1 cent. It takes 100 of those to make a dollar. Use the model to relate money, fractions, and decimals. If we have 4 quarters is how we split up $1, how we cut a dollar into 4 equal pieces, right? Cut into 4 equal pieces is our denominator. $1 is the same as $1 and 00 cents, 00 coins. So if they're sharing this equally, each of them, to be fair, will get 2 of these. They're sharing amongst 2 people. So each of them will get 2 out of the 4 quarters. Each girl should get 2 quarters, which is 25 cents plus 25 cents. You can add that together. Remember, when we add everything, all the place values line up nice and neat. 5 plus 5, 10. 2 plus 2, 4 plus 1 is 5. The decimal comes straight down, lines up nice and neat. And that is 50 cents. You can write it as just 5 tenths, 5 dimes, 50 hundredths, or 5 tenths. 1 quarter is 25 out of 100, which is 1/4 is what they're saying over here. 25 cents out of 100 cents. Well, 25 divides into both of these numbers equally. And if you didn't see that right away, that's okay. You would notice that 5 divides into them. And you'd still get there. I'll show you how. Divide by 5 to both. Remember, whatever we do to the numerator, we do to the denominator too. 25 divided by 5 is 5. 100 divided by 5 is 20. And then you would recognize, oh, look at here. 5 will divide evenly into both of those. 5 divided by 5 is 1. Oh, by 5, sorry. And 20 divided by 5 is 4. And you would end up with 1/4 of a dollar. 1 quarter is 1/4 of a dollar. We said over here that they're getting 2 quarters, 2/4 of a dollar. They said 2 quarters is 50 cents out of 100 cents, which is 2/4, 2 out of 4, which is what we said here. And that is reduced down half a dollar. These are both even, right? So divide by 2 to get them simplified. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 4 divided by 2 is 2, half a dollar. Also, half a dollar is 50 cents, as you know. So 0.50 is 50 hundredths. 50 cents. We can just say 50 cents also. They can be written these 2 ways. So we circle the number of quarters each girl gets. They got that. Each girl can get 2 quarters or 50 cents. 0.5 tenths is the same, but we'll leave it at 50 cents there. Use money to model these decimals. Okay, so we have a dollar. If you take this dollar and split it into 100 equal pieces, how many cents is that? Because a dollar is 100 cents. $1 or 100 cents. Notice that decimal just kind of slid over 2 spots. 100 cents. Okay, 10 dimes is a dollar. So if I have 10 dimes, I have a whole dollar. 1 dime is 10 of those pennies that would take to build the dollar. So 1 dime is 1/10 or 10 cents of the dollar. 1/10 or 10 cents could be written this way. 0.10 and 10 cents. And it takes 100 pennies to make a dollar. So if I break up this dollar into 100 parts and I use just one of those, that is 1/100th or 100th. Remember that one has to end in the hundredths place. That 0 is important because it pushes that 1 over to the hundredth place. So it's 0.01 or 1 cent. That's the relationship. Money's in decimal. So if you have $0.01, you're at a penny. Not very much, right? You're just getting 1/100th of a dollar. We see those on the ground all the time. So if we relate money in decimals, we think of dollars as ones in the ones place. Ones place. We think of dimes as the tenths place because dimes are worth 10 cents. Tenths, right? We're now on the other side of the decimal. Things end in ths. We try not to spit on people when we say it. And pennies are our hundredths place because hundredths, it takes 100 pennies to build $1. So this is a whole dollar bill. This would be a $10 bill. This would be a $100 bill. We know our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. We know all those. And now we're just getting familiar with the coins that make up the tenths, 1/10 of a dollar, and hundredths, 1/100th of a dollar. So if we have $1.56, that means we have $1 bill and 5 dimes and 6 pennies, 56 cents. Now, can we build that with other coins? Yes. But right now we're just letting our brains adapt to the fact that this tenths place represents our dimes and this pennies place, this hundredths place represents our pennies because those are 1/100th of a dollar. $1.56 is the same thing. $1.56, $1 and 56 cents, 5 tenths, and 6 hundredths. There's 100 pennies in a dollar, so 156 is 156 pennies. There are 100 100ths in $1, 100 100ths. So $1.56 is 156 hundredths. 156 pennies, 156 hundredths. Shade the decimal model to show the money amount, and then write the money amount and a fraction term in dollars. Okay, this takes familiarity with coins, and hopefully you are there with that. If not, we can practice that some more together, and I have some fake coins in the classroom if you want to get those out and work with me on those. If these are not familiar to you, maybe use a different money system as you've been growing up. So we can get you more familiar with these if you want. This is a dime, and that's worth 10 cents. I'm going to put 10 cents here. 0 and 10 cents, 10 hundredths, or 1/10. I have a nickel, which is worth 5 cents. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I want to do the wrong right with that here. This one's also a nickel. It's the back of the nickel. So another 0 and 5 hundredths, 5 cents, 5 hundredths. And then I have this one little penny, 0 and 1/100th. And if I add those together, I get 5, 10, 11, 1, 2, 0, and 21. This is 0.21 or 21 cents. It's 21 hundredths of a dollar. So if I were to shade that, I would do 10 for these two, 10 for that one, and 1. So you've now seen it modeled. You've seen the coins. You've seen it modeled. You saw how you can just use your addition skills as long as you're lining up place values just like you always did. Then it just carries over. That algorithm works for the decimals too. No problem. Okay. 1 full dollar. Okay, I'm going to shade in a whole dollar. Ooh, the whole thing. And now we have some change. Here is 10 cents and 10 cents. I'm going to start with those because this takes up a whole row. So I'm going to do the 10 cents here. The dime is 10 cents for that one, and the dime is 10 cents for that one. So I've done those. And I'll do it in an addition problem too. There we go. We could put 0 and. There we go. 0 and 10 cents. Now I've got this quarter, which is 25 cents. So I'll do a row of 10, another row for 20, and then half, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for my 25 cents. And then I have this penny for 1 cent right there. Oh, that's the wrong pen, but whatever, you get it. 1 cent right there. So let me also write over here, I had the quarter, 25. Just line these up nice and you're okay. If you don't line them up, that's where we have errors. I can count all these up. We have 1 and 10, 20, 30, 46. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 46 out of 100 on the model. If I add these together, I have 5 plus 1 is 6. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 2 is 4. Decimal stays lined up. 0 and 46 cents for just this part here, for the coins only. I already had the 1 and done over here. So it's $1 and 46 cents, 46 hundredths of a dollar, or $1 and 46 out of $100. They mean the same thing, just two options of how to write them. On this, they want us to complete the table to show how money, fractions, mixed numbers, and decimals are related. Okay, if I have 3.03 hundredths, the only way I can make that is with 3 of these little pennies, because they're the only coins that are 1/100th. So I would be 3 pennies. The fraction or the mixed number, the fraction is going to be 3 out of 100, 3 100ths, and in decimal form, it is 3 landing in the hundredths place for this value. What about this value? This is 25 cents. How can I make 25 cents? There are options, right? I can do a couple of different coins. I can do 2 dimes and a nickel. I could do 25 pennies, but preferentially, so we don't have a lot of coins, I would do 1/4. 1/4 is equal to 25 cents. That is 25 out of 100, reduced to its simplest form is 1/4 of a dollar. If you're splitting a dollar into 4 equal pieces, you would use quarter. And what is that as a decimal? Same as it is in money. It is $0 and 0.25, 25 hundredths, 25 hundredths of a dollar, which is 1/4 of a dollar. Hopefully you're starting to see the relationship between the fractional amount and the decimal amount and how it refers to our money. What if we have 2 quarters and 1 dime? 2 quarters, well, 2 quarters, 1/4 is 25, another quarter is 25, and a dime is 10 cents. As long as you line up your place values okay, you'll be fine. What does that come down to? Well, 5 plus 5 is 10. 1 plus 2 is 3, 4, 5, 6. Bring the decimal down. 60 cents. I have 60 cents. That is 60 out of 100 pennies, 60 hundredths, or if you reduce it down, dividing by 10, you can get 6/10. You could reduce that more if you wanted, because those are both even, but we won't worry about that right now. So as a decimal, of course, you're noticing your decimals are the same. They just take the dollar sign off. Our money system is on a base 100, which is the decimal system. So there we go. And finally, what if I have 2 $1 bills? That's 2 whole dollars, right? And then 5 nickels. Well, that's 2 whole dollars. I already know that. And how many coins? Nickel is 5 cents. And I have 2 of those. So that's 5 100ths of a dollar, right? 5 cents. So I would add those up. That is 10 cents. So $2.10 is what I have, $2 bills and 5 nickels. That is 2 and 10 100ths, or 1/10, if I divide it by 10 to simplify. And then in a decimal, this is dollar signs over here, and in a decimal, 2 and 10 hundredths. So your connection here is pretty easy. Our money system is a decimal system. That's what it is. Here it is just kind of connecting your fraction system and then the coins that go along with it. Some of you are super familiar with our coin system. Some of you just need to pick that up and learn it, and that's okay. I will help you to whatever extent you need to on that. Let's go ahead and look at the share and show. We're going to write the amount of money as a decimal in terms of dollars. So if I have 5 pennies, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cents. That's 5 out of 100, because remember, we need 100 pennies to make a dollar, and I only have 5 out of 100 of a dollar. That's 5 hundredths, so I need the 5 to be in the hundredths place, which is over here, not there. That's the tenths place. So I need to put something there, the 0, to push that 5 to the end. Remember our place values. We have the tenths and the hundredths there's more afterwards, but we're not going to worry about those today. Our money system only goes to the hundredths place. We don't have a coin for anything smaller than a hundredths. Write the total money amount, and then write the amount as a fraction or a mixed number and as a decimal in terms of dollars. They have 3 lines here because they want us to write the total money amount here. Then write the amount as a fraction or a mixed number, and then as a decimal in terms of dollars. Okay, let's go ahead and run through this. Here, I have 3 dimes. Remember, a dime is worth 10 cents, so that's 10, 20, 30 cents. I'm going to write that over here. Where am I going to write that? Right here. That is these there. Okay. Then I have quarters. That's 25 cents for one. So 25 plus 25 is 50, plus another 25 is 75 cents. Takes care of those 3. And then I have these pennies, 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, those are 1/100th, 0.01 of a dollar. So it's 0.01, 0.02, 0.03, 0.04. 4 hundredths of a dollar. Add those together. 5 plus 4 is 9. 7 plus 3 is 10. Carry that over. It can carry right over the decimal, and I have all these zeros over here, right? And you got 1. So we have, write the total money amount. We have $1. I should do that in red. $1.09. That, as a fraction, is 1 whole, and how much out of 100? 9 out of 100. 9 100ths. And that, as decimal in terms of dollars, is $1.09. 1 and 900ths. Okay, hopefully that made sense. Let's practice this one. You can pause and try it. If this made sense to you, okay, you can pause and try it. Even if you make an error, that's okay. I have 1 quarter, and I know that 1 quarter is 25 cents, or 0 and 25 hundredths of a dollar. Then I have 2 dimes. 1 dime is 1/10, or 10 hundredths of a dollar, and this is another 10 hundredths of a dollar. So this is 20 cents, or 20 hundredths of a dollar altogether. Done, done. Okay, I should have changed colors, but okay. I have 5 cents, 5 cents, 5 cents. You put those together, that's 15 cents, 15 hundredths of a dollar. 5, 10, 15 hundredths of a dollar. And when I add all of that together, just like we've done with this algorithm all along, 5 plus, start in your ones, or not in this case, it's not your ones place, but start in your furthest over to the right column. 5 plus 5 is 10, carry over. 2 plus 2 is 4, plus 1 is 5, plus 1 more is 6. And then I've got zeros. So I end up with 60 cents in terms of money. 60 cents. That is 60 out of 100 pennies, not even a dollar yet. And then 0.60, or 60 cents. Write as a money amount and as a decimal in terms of dollars, okay? The money amount, this is 92 out of 100, so it's 92 hundredths. So we're going to use 0 and 92 hundredths, and that is 92 cents, I guess is what they want by money amount, or $0.92. I'll write it both ways because I'm not really sure what they want there. 7 100ths, that is 7 100ths of a dollar. 7 hundredths is 0, and I need the 7 in the hundredths place over here, and I need to skip this spot, so I need to have a 0 there to push that 7 over. 7 hundredths. That is 7 cents. Not much money. 7 pennies, basically, or $0.07. 7 hundredths of a dollar. We have 16 hundredths. That is 0 and 16 hundredths. That is 16 cents, or in money, 0 and 16 cents. Finally, we have 53 hundredths. That's 53 cents out of a dollar. 53 hundredths is written as 53 landing in the hundredths place. And as money, that is 53 cents, or $0.53, 53 cents. That's it. You're just taking your knowledge from before, tying it together with the money system. You have all the tools to do this. If you're still struggling, of course, I'll be here to help you with that. But I think you will be okay as long as you're already familiar with what these coins represent.